Hey, Shefsky here.
Okay, that's not how I talk. Hey, Shefsky here. Welcome to Fantasy House. If you love MTV Cribs, HGTV, and like imaginative, weird, like inspiring stuff that's like comedy and weirdness, and you're like, whoa, like when you watch Adventure Time, you're like, whoa, or like when your friend tells you something really trippy and you're like, whoa, that's what this show is. This show is it's MTV Cribs on crack. Is that fair to say? Maybe I should say mushrooms. That's a little bit more. I'd say psilocybin's a little bit more of a respectable drug than crack cocaine. Am I right, folks? But if you loved MTV Cribs and you like just like imagination, this shows that's what Fantasy House is. Every week, my special guest walks us through their imaginary fantasy house on like a tour, and there's no limits. They come up with really trippy, personal, interesting, fun stuff, and it's just a lot of fun. And this week is no exception. It is a lot of fun. It's with my road dog and a hilarious stand-up comic, good friend, Michael Lenoci. I think you're going to have a blast because Michael's he's not only is he funny, but he comes up with some good trippy stuff. So I think you're just going to, well, you can tell we had a blast. Do you like dinosaurs, like tiny little miniature dinosaurs, but they're like alive? Can you imagine having like a bunch of pet Tyrannosaurus Rexes walking around? They're just like 3 inches tall. Huh? How about freshwater dolphins? How about an ecstasy pool? I didn't even know that was a thing until I met Michael Lenoci, and luckily he just told me about it. I didn't actually have to go into an ecstasy pool with him and then find out what it was. So it was a great experience. But if you're into any of those things, you're going to love this episode. Let me tell you that much right now. This podcast is brought to you by C3 Risk and Insurance Services. C3 Risk and Insurance Services is a great company. Basically, they don't actually have insurance. They're insurance brokers. Joe Erle is your man. It's his company. He's a broker. He's going to find you the best insurance for your budget and for who you are. So it's like going to a loan officer that gets you a loan from different banks, rather than just going to a bank to B of A and being like, yeah, that loan didn't work out, or they refused my loan. You go to a loan officer and they figure out, hey, that bank doesn't have a loan for you. This other one will. Like, it's very customized. So Joe Erle offers that in insurance, and that's a really cool thing. Also, if you get an insurance policy from him, auto, health, any kind of insurance. What kind of insurances are there out there? Podcast insurance? Huh? Sunglass insurance, right? Gum on the bottom of your shoe insurance. My neighbor's a crazy Nazi and keeps telling me to turn down my radio insurance. Whatever insurance you get from Joe Erle, he will give you a $25 gift certificate to Amazon.com. Tell him Shefsky sent you. He loves me. Also hit up Claire at hearthandmade.co.uk. Claire is a genius. She basically went from having a very busy modern entrepreneur life where she had no free time, and she streamlined everything, and she has an online business now where she works like 20 hours a week, and she has time for herself and her family, and she also has time to tell us how to do that ourselves. And she's awesome. She's helped me out with my podcast, Fantasy House, and she's just awesome. So hit her up at hearthandmade.co.uk. Maybe you could Skype with her or WhatsApp or FaceTime, which is great because she's got a beautiful Irish accent. So you can make fun of her Irish accent. She can make fun of your whatever accent you have. I'm assuming English accent. But this is podcasting. This is worldwide. It's the perfect way. Everybody should always Skype or FaceTime with people in other countries. That way you can get to know other people, realize that we're all just human beings, man. We just want to eat and have a good time and enjoy ourselves with our family and thrive together. And then by making fun of each other's accents, we can bond. Be like, you sound like a dumb American. You sound like a silly Irish lady. La, 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 and we all get along. I just think that's, riffing to world peace is how I look at things, folks. You gotta have a good time or it's not worth living. That's what I always tell all my serious friends. This podcast is also brought to you by me, Jon Shefsky. I'm your Southern California realtor. If you're looking to buy or sell your fantasy house, or you just want a regular house, or let's say you live down here in SoCal and you're like, I want to move somewhere. I want to move to Portland. I want to move somewhere where everybody's got piercings and they wear top hats. Yeah. And I'll help you sell your house down here. Or if you're up in Portland and like, I'm sick of all my neighbors, being food critics and wearing plaid and glasses. They don't even have prescriptions. I'm going to move to LA. I got another thing coming. Once you get down there, you're going to realize everyone does that down here too. But the fact of the matter is I'll help you find a house down here. So either way, I'll help you sell your house. I'll help you buy a house. Or even if you're not even sure what you want to do and you're like, I don't even know if I can, dude, I got all the resources and a bunch of stuff to help you out. So just hit me up at, fantasyhousepodcast@gmail.com. That's fantasyhousepodcast@gmail.com. And now, in the words of the great Angelo Bowers, let us do this.
Won't you take it all around over to your fantasy house? want you guys to know that my fantasy house is going to be something where you're like, oh, if I had a bunch of money, maybe I'd do that too.
Yep.
I guess you could have dinosaurs if you wanted, but like you don't want them full size. Maybe little mini ones. Oh, dude, a mini. You know what? Here's what we go. In my backyard, I know we're not going in order. In my backyard, I'm going to have a mini dinosaur park. And they're literally the size of like your key, right? But that's a T-Rex. So they're shrunk down size, but it's like the size of this table. And they all live. And there's like 100 of them. And they have their own ecosystem. And that's in the backyard, and you can go watch them.
This is okay. So
I have that in the backyard.
Can I come to that? So let's just say that I went there first instead of going to your front door. I went to your backyard.
You jumped over. First of all, that means you jumped over the fence.
What kind of fence do you have, Lenoci?
It's hedges, just hedges.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But there's an ecosystem in the hedges too, like iguanas, because I had them. All my childhood animals that I had. There's hamsters living in there.
Hamsters and iguanas living together.
But they're friends. They're all friendly. We teeth them and stuff so they can't kill each other. That's
creepy and beautiful.
No, but it's cute.
They're
dude.
peaceful, but we de-teeth.
So the whole property is surrounded by these hedges fence.
Okay.
Hedges fence. The fence, it could be metal or wood.
Okay.
We're gonna go with wood.
Okay.
Wood. And is it painted? Yeah.
You can have aluma wood, which is like what they make those like patio covers out of. It's made out of aluminum, but it's got like textures like wood, so it lasts a little bit longer.
Okay.
Okay.
You know what?
Just trying to give you an option.
Well, you're the one jumping over, so you know about the fence better.
Damn, aluma wood fence! It ripped the shin on my jeans. It's cool though.
Yeah. So you're in the backyard.
Yeah,
and
I'm
then
in the backyard.
there is that little part, and it's got like a dome. It's almost like biodome, but it's cool, and you can watch, and you're like cool, and you can like feed them different things. But they live too. Like someone takes care of them. I have a servant that takes care of them.
Of your little table of
It's like this
dinosaurs.
big.
It's like a 4x4.
And it's in the corner.
Dude, I love it.
Outside.
I love
so it gets
scale
real,
stuff.
It gets real sunlight and stuff. It's nothing crazy, but I do have mini. It's fucking awesome, dude.
People always dinosaur table.
Dude, it's funny because people come over when I have gatherings. Because I have gatherings. That's what they're called. They're not parties. They're just gatherings.
Yeah.
Okay. And they talk. They have conversations in front of. A lot of business meetings have been done in front of this table.
In front of your little dinosaurs.
Yeah, and people are like, that's crazy.
Spill beer.
And
oh shit! On a dinosaur.
And when there's a feeding, when the Tyrannosaurus Rex like gets someone, you hear like a wah wah, like it makes like a thunderstorm sound.
Yeah.
So everybody knows like, oh, he's gonna go feed. So people gather and then they watch him chase the goat because you put mini goats in there.
You're doing the full Jurassic Park table.
Sure. We
Gotta
let
have the goat,
and the goat feeds. And maybe in a few years, something happens and these dinosaurs break out and sneak into the house.
You step on them accidentally.
Kill a guest. I go into the guest room and it's just like he died in his sleep because 400 dinosaurs just nibbled at him.
Like
all
piranhas?
All night. And he was like, ow, 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 ow. And he couldn't get away. It's one of those cheesy horror films where you're like, dude, all you have to do is stand up and jump in the shower or something and wiggle off. Like they're so light and small, but he couldn't. Like he panicked.
You're in the theater screaming that, like, get up. Just wash him off.
Yeah.
Just wash him off.
That has to happen. And then I get sued, but like I have great lawyers, so I get out of it. And I'm sorry to the family. I kind of give him $1 million anyways because I feel bad that he passed away. But that happens in my lifetime, but not yet. Not when you jumped over the fence. But that will happen in the future.
This is the best episode of Fantasy Lawsuit I've ever done. On this episode of Fantasy Lawsuit, Mike Lenoci gets sued for his mini dinosaurs killing one of his guests at his house.
Yeah, and who's the guest? Just like like someone who like I became friends with recently.
Yeah.
So it's like there wasn't like a lot of heart into it, but I'm really sad. But also like he didn't have kids or a wife, so he was just like kind of like a middle-aged comic that would like host.
So you helped him out.
Yeah, I helped him, and I was like, yeah, stay like this week because I liked him. I always thought it was funny, and then this happened, and I was like, oh my god, and then his parents or brother that was still alive was like, they tried to like sue me, and I was like, no, don't. Here's $1 million. I gave him a settlement because I felt bad, even though I didn't really do anything wrong. But now after that we rebuild the dinosaur thing, and then there's just like a piece of paper framed in the corner that says we're not responsible if the dinosaurs break out and eat you. I am not legally responsible for your death. So now I can't get sued again. So I feel like you make mistakes, but you learn from it. That's going to happen in the future. But right now we haven't got, so right now you jumped over. There's not that piece of paper.
That's not, the plaque's not up yet.
Yeah,
there's no warning yet. You haven't learned your lesson yet.
We haven't. No.
As long as I'm not the guest that gets eaten,
you're not.
The story's just beautiful so far. All right. So what else is in your backyard while we're back there? Anything else?
Yeah, I mean, there's a pool.
I love that we're starting in the backyard. I've just never done this, so it's kind of funny.
That's how
I
we
hopped
do-
the fence. Like,
yeah, well, we switch things around. Okay?
Yeah.
Because you got lost, so
Yeah.
you fucking hopped the fence. There's a fucking pool, dude, and the pool has things.
What does that mean?
The pool's just fucking
A lot of suspense you have me in there. The
well,
pool has
the pool
things.
it's a freshwater pool.
Yeah.
With but you're swimming with freshwater mammals and fish.
Yeah.
So it's cool. And no, it's always clean. So it's like you can swim in it. You can even drink the water if you wanted to.
That's cool.
And I feel like you don't.
I think I'll just wait till I get out.
I feel like you don't believe me.
There's like fish in it. Like
Yeah.
Mike's like, you can drink the water. I'm like, I'll have a beer.
But there's fun fish that you can pet and stuff. There's the different types.
yeah.
There's not a dolphin because it's not big enough, and I don't want to keep them captured. But I would love to have a dolphin.
You couldn't have a dolphin there because it's freshwater, unless you have a saltwater pool.
Yeah, well, it would be
Right?
a freshwater dolphin because it's my fantasy. So
You're right. Sorry.
so
Look at me slapping my hand.
No,
Back out,
so
John.
it's
That's not your fantasy.
Whatever freshwater they're hanging out and they can fucking, they have emotions and stuff though. They're emotional fish, which is weird because people fish are dumb. No, these fish
Not these fish.
These fish are I don't know why somewhere along the line they were able to put genes in these fish that gave them feelings. So when you jump in the pool, it's like a dog. When you come home, these fish are like, hey, and they're they all
You
come up
bond
to
with
you,
them. Yeah.
and you're like, whoa, this is really cool. It actually releases endorphins when they're around you.
Yeah.
And so every time you dip in the pool, you're fucking happy immediately. You're like, what is going on? It feels like you're on ecstasy.
It's
You
an
know what I mean?
ecstasy pool, but
yeah, but it's not. It's natural because all these fish are they love you. And then you're swimming and they're swimming with you. So it's just it's magical. It's literally people come over my house just to swim in it when they're having a bad week because it releases all of that. It's
Yeah.
better than therapy.
It's your therapy pool.
Yeah. And it's not that big, but it's big enough to swim and do laps and stuff. And there's a hot tub too. And the hot tub is just basic hot tub. And that's just for hanging out with some dudes and chicks if you want.
Dude,
Or
I
your
love-
wife or whatever you want. You know what I mean? No,
No,
kids.
I can't
There's no
bring
kids
her.
in the hot tub.
It'd be a conflict of interest if my wife's there. I need to really experience
Okay,
your house.
she doesn't
so-
have to be here.
Yeah,
So, but the pool's
she
fresh
does.
like that. The grass
She'll
is
make me hold the babies. I'll be like, I'm in the pool with these fish that I just became friends with, and you want me to hold the baby right now?
Yeah. And they're very and the fish though can even gather. They're so intelligent that they can float a baby in the pool. So you don't even have to really watch your baby. They'll keep him afloat because they're swimming under him, and they take him around and they make sure that his head doesn't dip below the water. So that's actually a plus. These are very smart fish. They've invented them because they did tests and stuff.
I love how realistic your pool is.
It is, dude. It could be realistic. Dude, there could be scientists out there that listen, they're not going to do it right now because they're that's a waste of money to research to make smart fish.
Yeah.
But maybe it did
Sushi
happen.
that can contemplate?
Yeah.
No, but in the
Maybe it
future?
happens.
Yeah.
Whatever.
All right. Okay.
I know I said that my stuff was going to be a little realistic. It kind of is. There
No.
could be. You could still swim with fish.
I will let you have
There's
it
a
as weird
little
as you want.
things-
You just have to explain it.
All right.
So that's realistic. You're like,
So
all right,
I-
so
but I
what
explained
did the
it.
scientists do? With a syringe, they put genes in them?
Yeah. It's stuff like that.
Okay.
I don't know because I wasn't there. I wasn't allowed in there because it's government shit. You know what I mean?
You got government talking fish.
Well, they don't talk, but they have feelings.
Okay.
But
I'm sorry.
I knew somebody that was working for them, so I was they're we're gonna try this out. Can we try it out at your place? I was like, yeah. I had a gathering, and we talked about it, and then I was like, yeah, let's do these fish.
Let's do these fish.
So and it's something that I really believe could happen one day if they just had extra money laying around. They're like, well, let's try to listen. We're already mixing dogs and stuff. Let's try to fucking make fish smarter with emotions. Let's try to make a fish dog.
We got a couple
We
billion
have fish
dollars left
dogs.
over from the grant. Let's make the fish a
Yeah,
little
we
smarter.
have fish dogs. That's what they're called, fish dogs.
And they shook on it, and they're like, yeah. Next thing you knew,
Now they sell them at all the PetSmarts.
right by your house.
Well, it's far from my house because I'm on the beach on top of the hill, facing the water in LA too because the weather's great.
We do have great weather.
But it also in winter, when it gets cold, I have a thing that can go over my yard and it can snow. I can make it snow.
what?
Yeah, so I can have a feel of the winter. I can it's
Dude.
you remember when you were in the 80s and you would wheel out those. Oh, that was probably a Florida thing. So in Florida, there were a lot of these houses that would have an awnings.
Awnings.
Awnings,
that
right?
You can just crank.
and you could crank open.
Yeah.
So that's what it's like, but obviously it's electric, and you just go. Bzz,
I have one of
and
those
it
in my
goes
house right now, but even though I don't live in Florida.
and it goes over the pool and the whole yard of my backyard. All right. And the pool cover closes, but it's
Yeah.
a see-through cover, so it's cool. So you can walk on it.
The fish
And
can look
then-
up
yeah.
and see the snow because that would
And
make
then
them-
it snows, and it creates the snow, and I can change it to like 1 inch, 2 inches, 3 inches, 4 inches, 5 inches.
Wow.
It can get crazy. We could build snowmen, but like everybody like is like, oh, you don't have to go to Colorado to fucking experience snow.
Yeah.
We have it right here at my house. It's fucking legit.
That's awesome.
The Christmas parties are insane. The Christmas party, and even the dinosaurs are like, what's going on? Because they get snowed on because they're in the backyard.
In their little table.
Yeah,
like-
they're in their little table dome. Their table dome.
Was there snow at the time of dinosaurs? No one ever depicts that. You never see that in a movie.
Well,
The world was too hot at that time, right? The whole planet was hot.
Well, I think it was just Pangea, if I believe.
Yeah.
Dinosaurs, right? So Pangea might have just been where the equator is. So maybe there
it
wasn't.
was just hot all over the whole place.
Nobody really knows what's going on, but I like when people think that it's not real. Here, there's people out there who believe dinosaurs that's not real.
Oh,
It's
that
like
stuff
flat
makes me laugh pretty hard. That's a test from
The
God.
flat Earth thing.
Oh, yeah.
Those are the same people that don't. Here's my whole thing that's hilarious about people who don't believe dinosaurs are real. So I go. So you just think that like in the 1800s there's like a group of guys that were like, yo, let's make these giant bones and bury them, and one day someone's gonna find them and they'll think they're dinosaurs.
They do think that.
That's
They-
what
they
you think
that the
happened.
Illuminati's been going for so long that they have been like the families have been keeping that stuff like those tricks going for so long, which is just almost
is
like a hilarious
insane.
probability wise. Because if they did all that stuff and they were able to keep such a tight grip on their plan for that long,
Yeah.
for that kind of plan, like I think you're missing like other plans that are probably going on that are happening because you're focusing on the silly dumb shit where you're like
It just doesn't make
It-
sense.
there's a lot of funny
Bro,
ones.
you can't. First of all, if you research it, the first dinosaur bones and fossils were found in the 1800s. So
They'll either say that or they'll say
they didn't have
no,
the
they weren't.
technology to fucking build bones that big.
No, they'll say that the photos and the stuff that you read about now didn't actually happen in the 1800s. So they have like any way you try to approach it, they'll have a way around it. And be like, no, you see,
so these people are just
in the
annoying.
1800s. That's not what happened. You're just reading about it now, thinking that they found them in the 1800s. All the history books have been rewritten, and you're like, well, if they have that much control, then they wouldn't need to fake me out with dinosaur bones. It's just a goofy.
Yeah, wow. If I met one of those people who was like that stubborn about it, I'd just be, yo, let's just go our separate ways.
I usually will entertain a conversation with them, and I'll just say like I can even have friendships with some wacky dudes, and I'll just and at the end of the day be like, yeah, but let's just go have a taco, like let's just go eat.
Yeah,
Like, it's
yeah,
like,
yeah. I might not.
Anything's possible, right? Yeah,
Sorry.
that's kind of where I go with it too. It's like anything is possible. I'm not an absolutist. In
Well,
any
yeah,
way,
I
but
don't
then I'm like-
know. I just don't know the answers. But I'm not going to go with your fucking crazy ass answer.
yeah, I think it's funny to like base your life around stuff. You're like, that's absolute bullshit. You're
Yeah.
gonna base your whole life on that shit.
for sure.
But okay, so what? That's John's rant part of the podcast. You're gonna base your life on this shit. I should probably note that so I can choose.
Choose what? What's he doing? He's writing down.
See if I cut out my rant on the.
Oh, really? You let it flow, dude.
let it
Let them have that.
Let it flow.
No edits from beginning to end. Unless, of course, we start saying really bad, crazy, racist stuff or something.
Flat earthers are hilarious, dude. Excuse me. Wow. All right. Backyard's insane.
Backyard.
It can snow in your
fun.
backyard.
Yeah, it's crazy.
At the beach in LA. You've got a tiny table with dinosaurs on it.
Yeah.
You've got a pool with fish that have feelings
Yep.
that transfer the feelings in the water to me when I'm swimming with them.
Cool. Kind of. Yeah. It's like an energy thing. Yeah.
Is there anything else in your backyard we got to see? Do you have a freaking barbecue or anything?
Well, yeah. I mean, of course, there's no, there's not like a barbecue because I just have a chef that always cooks for me because I don't cook.
Yeah. Are we going into the kitchen or
We can go into the house.
let's
if
go
you
to the house
want.
and go to the
yeah,
kitchen.
the backyard's got fun stuff. Like if I obviously I have a indoor basketball court in the backyard.
Oh,
too.
nice.
Yeah.
So you have a lot of control over stuff like weather, and you have an indoor court.
It's not really control over weather, just in my whole place, but I do have an indoor basketball court
Nice.
in the backyard too. It's a big backyard. You know what I mean?
Who do you play ball with in your
Any
backyard?
friends that want to come over, you know what I mean? And most of my friends are NBA players, anyways. At this point in my life.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, not right now, but yes. So probably Zion, like younger guys. Some basketball players that are in middle school right now that we don't know about because that's when this house will happen. They'll be like in the pros by then, and we'll be like, okay.
You really are planning ahead. This is very realistic.
Yeah, for sure. So,
have you ever played basketball with a professional, like just like shot some hoops?
No.
I haven't played with a professional basketball player. I've played a little hockey with like
a professional.
And like just fooling around in a rink, and it's like pretty weird how fast and like smart they are because of their training and how physically fit they are. And this is when I was younger and like in shape playing hockey, and just like they can just like move like a bullet, and they just like they understand like the physics of it like so fast. You know,
anyone at a professional level is amazing.
And sports especially blows my mind, like the way that people can.
You start to realize you're like, oh, I never had a shot.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah, especially with like how buff basketball players are these days. You ever look at how they are compared to like in the 80s, and you're like their deltoids are like these giant. I'm like they're like,
well, dude,
8 feet tall with muscles.
Besides the point, they're all like 6'4". Like
that's what I mean.
Here's what's
they're
crazy.
Giant and they have
is how tall basketball players. Think about how many tall people you don't see all the time.
Oh yeah,
I don't like our tall friends are 6'2", right?
Yep.
Oh yeah, I got a tall friend. How tall is he? 6'2". When we have a tall friend who's 6'4", you're like, oh yeah, he stands out like a sore thumb.
Totally.
Think about how many in the NBA, most people like majority are like 6'5" taller, right?
Yep.
There's point guards who are like 6 feet, 6'1", whatever. But like everybody is so tall, like you just don't see that.
Yeah, because they're all at practice all the time.
That's so crazy
the NBA.
To think about how like. Yeah.
What does a super tall dude do that didn't get into the NBA?
I used to. That was like a premise I had when I was when I would like try to do open. Like I was like, could you imagine if that guy was like, he just was like, I'm gonna be a doctor.
Yeah.
And your doctor was like 7 feet tall. You'd be
just
like,
bumping.
What, bro? What are you doing?
Yep.
How are you like just like a normal fucking job? You can't be 6'8" and big. I'm a teacher. Get the fuck out of here, everyone. Hey guys, we're gonna turn to chapter fucking 14. No. Can we just can you dunk for us? Nobody, it's not real.
Yeah, there's nothing else you can do. You have to
do a banker? What if you were a banker at 6'7"? You'd be like, dude, this guy sucks. You couldn't get on a European team?
Yeah.
You're a fucking banking? You're banking?
That's your last resort. You couldn't even get on a European team? You couldn't play basketball in Turkey?
Yeah, anywhere.
What?
You can't, dude. You're tall enough to just be a coach. You don't even have to know anything. People are just like, yeah, the coach is tall, so they must be good.
So you got these tall basketball player friends. They're hanging out in your indoor court in the backyard.
Yeah, because they're like, yeah.
What's your house look like from the outside?
Well, it can transform. So it's this.
You asshole. Well, I feel like I'm a cop asking you a question. He's like,
well, here's the thing. It can okay. First of all, it's not modern looking.
Yeah.
But it's not old looking. It's got like a style to it. But it is modern.
What color is it?
Gray.
Yeah. Does it have like white?
Yeah. There's white stuff on it.
White stuff on it. It's gray with white stuff on it.
No, it's gray. All right. It's gray.
Yeah.
And then obviously the tiling on the roof is
roof tiles, hard tiles. Okay.
Yeah. But the second part, so
what color is the roof?
The roof, it's like a different type of gray.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So listen, dude.
I am
the bottom base part of the house.
Yeah.
Big, like let's say it's a giant, like whatever shape it's in. Okay.
Yeah.
The middle part of it, the upstairs, right? Yeah. And then there's a third upstairs that can go lower and higher. It could go
what?
So you can get in it and then goes
and lift it up,
and it's an office up there.
That's so
and a
rad.
recording studio, office and recording studio. When you lift it up, yeah,
and it rises above the rest of the house.
Yeah, it's at the tippy top.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go.
But when you first walk in, let's go to the front door.
All right.
Can we do that?
Yeah.
So when you open the front door,
have a proper meeting there.
Yeah.
Do you make me go outside the front door and now ring the bell?
You came in the back, but we're like, hey, that was a weird start. Let's come to the back. Let's front. And I actually open the door. You go outside, and I make you knock, and then I reopen it.
Yeah.
That's like if we're shooting it too, like MTV. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, and we don't cut. We don't like edit that out. We show them that you did that, and they're like, okay, you guys are just weird. So you knock on the door, I open it, and I go, welcome. And right when you open it, it opens to the first area, which
Yeah.
is see-through to the backyard because the backyard has the sliding
Yeah.
glass doors that open up
Oh yeah.
straight into the backyard. So that's all open. To your left right here is a spiral staircase that goes up to the second floor.
Yeah.
All right. And then there's like a guest bathroom right here. All right. And then past the stairs is the bedrooms. All right. And then to your right is going to be where the kitchen and TV room area is. And then also access to the garage over there. Okay.
Where should we go first?
We just walked in though. Hold on. When we walk in, there's a fucking grand piano right there
Yeah.
to the left corner before you walk past it to the outside.
Do you play
Right.
piano?
So I'm just trying to paint the picture. It's a
Okay.
black one. All right. Open.
Yeah.
And Ray Charles hologram is always playing whatever you want. He can play whatever you want, dude. It's pretty dope.
Love it.
And this is not that this could happen.
Yeah.
So you have him, and he's just like, you could be like, all right, Ray, hit it. That's how you turn him on. You go, all right, Ray, hit it. You give it a try. Let me hear you say it.
All right, Ray, hit it.
Yeah, that would work.
And he was
So
like
and then
awakens.
he'll play, and he goes, whatever you want. And, his head's
Yeah.
bobbling and shit. And he's fucking playing, but he can play anything. He can
Oh, yeah.
play Beethoven. He could do that.
Oh, yeah.
Play Alicia Keys. He can do that shit. Okay. And then on the walls are 4 framed of artists,
Mhm.
like musicians, on each side of the wall.
Yeah.
My top 8.
Do you want
My
to tell me
top
who
8.
they are?
What?
Tell me who they are.
You want to know?
Yeah.
I haven't really
course.
thought it through, but I can come up with it. Okay. Amy Winehouse is there.
Mm-hmm.
The Beatles.
Yep.
Okay. Michael Jackson.
Yep.
Even with everything.
Even with everything that's happened.
Still frame.
Yep.
We'll put like asterisks next to it, but whatever. He's still there.
With like a little plaque that says like, look, I know.
Yeah. It says, look, I know. But still. Okay.
But still.
Eminem.
Uh-huh.
Eminem's going to be there.
Yeah.
So we got him. On this side, 4 other people.
That works.
4 other musicians that I love. Like that I'm just not thinking about right now. But like those 4 come to my mind. So we got the Beatles over there. And then would I have the Red Hot Chili Peppers up on there?
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe. Would I have another rapper? Maybe. Amy Winehouse is definitely on there. Like her music. So
yeah.
she's up there. And then, do I put Ray Charles? No, because I got the hologram.
That'd be weird if you had double Ray
Yeah.
Charles. People would start being like, how much do you like Ray Charles?
Yeah, so that's fine. So, but I like that I have him. And then there's like cool lighting because if I want to have dance parties, that's where it happens.
Right in the entranceway to your house. Like you just walk.
Oh, you open
walk
it, it's
into
there,
like, this
and
is
it
this
leads
giant-
to the back because everything is upstairs, left, right.
What kind of flooring do you have in here? What is it?
The flooring,
Yeah.
Oh, it's fucking tile.
Tile? What kind of tile?
Like marble looking tile.
All right.
Yeah,
What
like
color
shiny.
marble? Like
It's
darker,
like shiny.
darker or lighter marble?
Like the area where the dancing is, it's like dark black because it like looks like you're in like a ballroom. It's
Yeah.
dope. People inquire about getting married at my place. I haven't allowed it yet.
But the question has been asked.
Yeah, people are like, can we rent your place and like have a wedding there? I'm like, how many? I can do like 100-person wedding. We're not gonna do. We could do a 200-person wedding, but the ceremony might be a little tight. But as far as the reception, that backyard's huge, and like we could do the ceremony in the indoor basketball.
You
gym now.
trust a wedding reception of strangers around your dinosaurs and your pool of fish that have feelings?
Well, there would be security and stuff
Okay.
around, but like it's like people.
I like how you could have just said like, well, no, we moved the table out of there. He's like, I'm not moving
we,
that
we,
table.
we definitely could do. We definitely have talked about it. It depends who it is.
Yeah.
If it's like a friend, we would do it.
Yeah.
So that's for sure.
Oh, well, let's go into the bathroom then.
You want to go? Okay.
Yeah.
It's a fucking full-on fish tank. Okay, dude. So here's the deal. You're laughing like this isn't realistic.
It's
and
a fish tank.
dude.
Like
so
that surrounds you? Like you're inside
yes.
the middle?
So it's almost like you're in the fish tank, but you're not. Like the wall is like what? Maybe like 6-8 inches
Yeah,
thick.
and it's-
but that's a fish tank enough, and they connect all the way. So every single wall is a fish tank and the floor and the ceiling. So it's like you're in a fish tank, but it's all glass. You can walk on it. It's not going to break. Wow. And then the
That's
toilet.
totally feasible, too.
And the toilet. It is. And the toilet's like there in the bathtub and the shower. And you see the plumbing go in between. The fish swim around the plumbing part. You know what I mean? It's pretty sick. So, and those fish are not the emotional fish because we wouldn't want to do that to them. This is just regular.
It's regular
You have
fish that don't know the difference.
There's an eel in there, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
So, and these are salt.
Obviously.
It's salt water too.
Very obvious. I don't know why I would even ask.
Because when you shut the lights on there, you could see him swimming through.
Oh, that is a trip.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's salt water too, so you have a lot of cool mini sharks in there and stuff. There's mini sharks.
But I just love the fact that you're in you're surrounded by a fish tank. It's not just like
No,
in
it's the
peripheral,
ceiling.
below you, above you.
Yeah,
like,
that would be awesome.
but you're not in the water.
You're not in the water.
You're in a
but
bathroom.
It feels like you're in the middle of it. Though.
That's a trip.
Yeah.
I would just sit in there.
Hey, of everything I've said so far, that's actually a thing you could do. It'd be probably very expensive and stupid and so high maintenance to keep up, but that's a thing that we have. So that's that bathroom.
Okay, so now we come out of that bathroom. Should we go into the kitchen or?
We can go to the kitchen.
Show me this kitchen, dog.
So kitchen is it's set up like it's kind of got like a restaurant style setup to it.
Okay.
Like there's a big long bar, and behind the bar is the fridge, sink, stove. So like all of that is right there, but like it's open for like there's no rules. We don't have like a dinner table. That's not going on.
You're not gonna have a dinner table at the house.
No, this is like a long bar, like
a diner or a bar.
Yeah. But the fridge but all the things are back there, like the microwave. So like on the let's say we walk in. Like to the front door with the Ray Charles thing, you go to your right.
Yeah.
There's an opening, and then to your left is a wall, and on the wall is the fridge, the stove, the sink, the dishwasher, the microwave is all on one side, right?
Yeah.
And then there's like an L bar.
Yeah.
That covers that, and it's huge, and people can sit along the whole thing. There's obviously a flat screen, 72-inch. Right there, so you can watch it too. Because Sundays I have the guys come over.
Oh yeah.
And they fucking watch it like we're at a bar. But there's still a TV room over that way too.
Yeah.
That's a whole different thing to be like, oh, we're gonna cuddle and watch TV. But the kitchen has Starbucks sends us like there's the company there's basically a Starbucks in there too. But like a mini version, scaled down one, but like not with only the things I like. There's also a Chick-fil-A.
Is there a barista and like employees for Chick-fil-A?
No, they're robots. They can do everything. So they don't fucking talk to you because we program them so they don't have conversations because that would be annoying. So you don't have to be like, hey, how are you? You don't have to do that bullshit.
No faking it.
No, they're like Johnny Five robots.
Oh yeah,
you remember the movie Johnny Five?
I fucking love Short Circuit.
So
Johnny Five.
They're like Johnny Five. So they're
double frappuccino.
So they blink and they'll be like, your coffee is ready.
Chicken finger.
But they don't have emotions like Johnny Five.
Okay.
Which, by the way, one of the most ridiculous movies of all time, Short Circuit, of like him getting jumped and going, no! And then the girl like wiping him down going, it's okay. Like he just got beat up. And then when you're watching it as a viewer going, why do I feel bad about this fucking robot?
Yep. I know it is a weird trick.
It's so funny.
It's projecting, but at the same time, I feel bad. I mean, you ever watch WALL-E? The Disney movie?
I didn't.
Oh, dude, it's so good. And it's about like robots and I mean, it's about humans too, but it's like you feel for the robots.
For
like,
sure.
They're in love.
It's unbelievable how
they
make you feel like, oh, I'm not a sociopath. Thank God for these
You never
movies.
would know if like you could create something with consciousness, in my opinion. You just never would know. And so you just err on the side of caution of just like, well, if that's the case, then I'm just going to have to think maybe they are. And I'm just like, I don't want them to feel pain, even though I don't know if they ever really do.
Also, what lunatic is like seeing a robot and goes, let's jump him and beat him to death?
Oh, yeah. There are a lot of people that like, there are people that.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I think you said the word sociopath, right? There are people that or maybe it's psychopath.
Like the fact that someone's beating up Johnny, like those guys who are trying to jump him. Like,
get out of my neighborhood, John. No robots allowed.
That's so stupid.
Read the sign. Yeah. There's a lot of angry people out there. Or maybe not a lot, but there's some rotten apples trying to spoil the bunch.
There are. Good angle.
Okay, so I'm gonna get a frappuccino. Since it's the early afternoon, I can have it with caffeine, and I
You
will
do whatever you want.
I'll have a
Get
chicken
Chick-fil-A too.
biscuit, breakfast biscuits that they stopped serving because for some god awful reason they follow the McDonald's rule.
And we have a cook too.
Yeah,
There's
who's
always
also a
cook
robot.
available. No, the cook's real.
Why? What makes the reason for
Because
a cook
he'll
being
just be like, what are you thinking about dinner this week? Different things, and I tell him. He goes shopping, brings it home, and he'll cook it up.
real? What's he cooking for us right now?
Oh, you were hungry?
Yeah. I'm always hungry, especially like if I'm checking out a new chef.
So you want some stir fry? We were gonna do that this week. So we're gonna do
Sounds good.
stir fry, some orange chicken maybe.
Sounds good.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
cook
orange
that up.
chicken.
Yeah.
Homemade orange chicken. That sounds good.
Yeah, everything's he does it
Extra crispy, please.
He lives there, so if he wants, he has a place. He can leave as he pleases as long as he's there. Like I give him a schedule. I'm like, hey, I'm probably gonna be home around these times. He's always there. He always has to work from 12 a.m. to 3 a.m. That's where he's always there because I always, after the comics come up, instead of going to diners, we go there.
So he's got to have a night owl schedule too.
Yeah.
He's got to know, like, yeah, no,
Oh,
you
for
can stay up a little late because
But he has a
sleep
great
in.
life. He literally only works like 5 hours a day.
Yeah,
And then he goes home to his family, and his family and them, they live close by
that's great.
because he makes good money.
He makes good orange chicken too.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Oh, dude. All right. So, what's the kitchen look like? You said you got that long bar, like,
Yeah.
colors wise, tone wise,
Marble ball, the wood.
cabinetry.
Coming up to is like wood.
Okay.
And then you got, it's like a wood themed, for
Okay.
sure wood themed, but like with steel too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So steel, like as in like industrial, like commissary, like
Yeah,
back-
but like you have wood, like it's wood, like, man, it's just fucking wood and steel, dude.
Oh, I fucking love it. Come on, man. I already told
like-
you, man.
it's
Like I'm a
like-
cop interrogating. I already said, man.
It's just, dude,
What else you want?
it's got, everything, all the appliances are like modern.
Yeah.
And fucking the newest shit.
Yep.
But like the wood is like, it's not like shit wood like that. It's like cool style wood bar. I don't know
I'm just
much
gonna
about
say,
wood,
like, yeah,
but like it's good.
it's good.
People are like, whoa, it feels woody in
Yeah.
here. People say
That's
that.
an interesting comment to get from people. You're like, no one has anything to say about my robot barista, but they said it feels woody in here. I don't get these
It
humans.
feels like you think that the robot barista is a girl, and it's just a robot. It's not a guy or a girl.
Okay.
The voice
A
is like a
sexless, genderless robot.
the voice is genderless.
Let's go to the garage.
It's a taller garage because they got lifts, so we can like work on the car. Like anytime maintenance is
Yeah.
done, it's done at the place.
Yeah.
like the mechanics come there. So
Do you
they
like
have
to
the
do it with
lifts.
them? Or are you part of that?
Yeah,
Or
a little
you-
bit because I have some. So I have a classic. I have some classics.
Do you like getting under there every now and then?
I do. I have a Wrangler in there because I love Wranglers.
Yeah.
And then I have an old Ferrari, like an 89, 90 Testarossa.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So
Dude.
like those are my favorites. And then like I might have like maybe an old Stingray in there too.
Nice.
A couple. I'm not gonna go Leno too crazy. There's not gonna be 50. I don't need that. I just want like 5 cars.
Yeah.
And that okay.
5's a good number
5,
for cars.
yeah.
The garage from the movie Blow. You're like, that's a good number of cars. You
Sure.
Have like 5 or 6 cars.
Yes. No. There's no blow allowed in the garage.
Okay. That's
Because we don't want accidents.
And I'm glad I brought that
You
up.
can do
so
blow in the Ray Charles room though.
Okay.
Yes. But you can't do it in the garage.
Note to the listeners. If
Yeah.
you're going to Lenoci's fantasy house, don't bring it.
You're actually not allowed in the garage.
You're not allowed in the
Only like I'm taking you in there, but
appreciate
like
that.
usually there's actually an eye scan to get into the garage.
Be grateful that we're telling
There's
you
no
about
keys.
it.
Everything's eye scan too, unless like there's a code. There's codes too, but pretty much to get in my front door is eye scan.
So you never have to worry about losing your keys. You just
There's no keys. I
scans
just
your
walk
address.
up. I go, I'm home, and it goes,
Yes, you are, sir.
and it opens the door. And my door makes that noise when you open the front door, even though it's not.
It doesn't need
It goes,
to.
like so, like, and the little like the steam comes out.
That's
So it's
hilarious.
cool.
You have special effects to make it
Yes,
feel
why
more
not? It's
specially.
fun.
They have that like this is like there's like a BMW and there's a couple cars where they actually pumped. I think the Ford Raptor they pumped the sound into through speakers of the engine revving into the cab because
Really?
it's so quiet and the engine doesn't make that loud of a sound, but to make you feel the like the power, it
Oh,
like
that's
plays.
psychotic.
Dude, you said it.
That's psychotic.
I have the same
Imagine
thing.
being like, I wonder if this is fast. Hold on.
Yeah, is anything real?
Turn this up.
Well, you don't have the option to turn it up. I don't think.
Yeah,
I
well,
think it's just
and-
like part of the because the cab's quiet and like it's
Got
just
it.
funny to me that they even have that.
Not a bad idea.
It's pretty weird. It would definitely make me question the nature of reality. If the cars are willing to do that. It's like, I bought a quiet car.
You did?
I'm saying like if
Oh,
you had
yeah,
it, you'd be
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I bought a quiet car.
Well, sometimes maybe you buy a Corvette or a fast
Yeah.
Mercedes or something. Maybe it's probably for those.
yeah, you need to feel like you're fucking. I'm a man. Okay, so anything else in the garage we should see? While
There's like and my mechanics that come. They English is their second language.
okay.
They have to. They like one of them's really Italian.
Yeah.
And it's just like, what's up? And you're like, but he doesn't eat Italian food, so that's weird. And it annoys me, and we argue about it all the time. And I'm like, dude, why? He goes, hey, I don't fucking know. I'm in America. I fucking I change oil. And
I
I
eat a
fucking want some
cheeseburger."
orange chicken. You know what I mean?
What's
Like,
orange chicken and cheeseburgers?
yeah, he's just like, it's annoying. I'm like, yo, you want chicken parm? We're going to do that. He's like, no, it's too cheesy for me. And like, cheesy, but you're Italian.
Don't you miss it? Didn't your mother used to make
His
that? My
hands are
mother didn't
always
cook.
dirty, even though he cleans them all the time.
That's a good mechanic.
Yeah, for sure.
In between your nails, the
Yeah.
creases in your hand are just
He's
stained black.
He actually, we don't know where he lives. He's just always there. And I'm like, you need a place to sleep. You need money. He's like, no, he does everything for free too. It's weird. I think he sleeps in the Ferrari.
He won't let you pay him?
I tried to. He's like, I like being here. He shoots hoops sometimes.
What the hell?
He fucking makes sure that like the dinosaurs are in check. Like he does other stuff too. But he's always just around.
And you're not related to this guy at all. He's not a family guy.
I don't mind him. He entertains me.
What's his name?
Joe?
Joe?
Yeah, Joe.
That sounds pretty Italian. Joe.
Well, it's Joe. It's Giuseppe.
Yeah.
Is his real name, but we call him
Joe with a G.
Giuseppe. Is it with Giuseppe? Is the G? Yeah. Giuseppe.
Just Giuseppe.
Giuseppe. And Giuseppe, you know, he's there, man. We don't really know much about him.
Well, where should we go now after we've said what's up to Giuseppe and fist bumped his,
we can go to the
greasy hands?
the movie room.
Let's go to the movie room.
Where, you know, you have, first of all, you have stadium seating, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fucking vibrating dildos in your butt when you sit down.
That's a surprising feature for a home theater.
I just knew that. So you have these
Perfect
fucking
timing.
movie chairs that give you massages, cup holders, and they have the controllers to PlayStation
dude, I would
4 in
love
all
this.
of them too.
Oh,
So that's all set up to any of Xbox ones, just in case we have to do different systems. But that's the stadium. Then on the floor we have giant bean bags, which I have right now in my life. I have these giant bean bags; those are comfortable.
So
and then you
much
have a
fun.
couple dog beds because they can sleep too in the movie, and it's just like a wall size screen. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And this is where you fucking get into it, and like you can even have headphones you put on too if you want more of a intense effect.
Yeah, just get
feeling.
totally lost in it and just
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
This is where we can watch games too. Like big games are fun to watch there, but we can also watch games in the kitchen in the bar.
Yeah.
That's always fun to do because it's like, you know, it's fun to be in that environment if there's a lot of people. But if you want to just chill and just like have a relaxing, you could smoke a blunt and watch the games in the movie room because we'll black it out too. And then it's just like, it's an intense feeling. So like when we were watching football games in there too, though, we have virtual reality. So it feels like you're at the stadium in a box.
Oh, that's rad.
Watching it. So, you know, the camera views that that real when you're watching a football game, it's usually like right whatever yard line they're on.
Yeah.
They center it.
Yeah.
But like around us, you see like a fake setup of like
Totally.
food. And like there's even like a little waitress that walks in and restocks the bar.
Yeah.
Like it's that virtual. You're like,
So where
oh,
you
cool.
forget that you're not at the actual game
Yeah,
in
so
a
you're
box.
just like, oh, cool. There's a fucking lady in here, and you're just like, and it feels like you have the crowd energy going, and we have the local radio commentators for the game playing over because fuck CBS or Fox. They're always like, catch this week's show, New Girl, this Friday at 7 p.m. You're like, get that out of here.
Yeah.
Let's just hear the real guys who are the fans of the team
Yeah.
talk about it because then they like have inside information like, well, what we've been hearing in the locker room, this shit. So we have that going. So it's a full-on experience, and you can do that with basketball too. It feels like you're on the floor. We could set up a floor like if you were go to like a Clippers game. The virtual actually has Adam Devine and Eric Griffin.
I was just gonna say
right there. So it's
virtual.
like they're in your house. So it's like you have the
Is that
cast.
Jack Nicholson sitting over there?
Yeah. If you're at a Lakers one, you have Jack Nicholson. So it feels like
There's
he's in your
Jay-Z
house.
and Gary V.
Yeah.
What a stadium situation on the floor.
Yeah.
I love
So you have fucking workaholics chilling right there, and they actually program because we have a closer relationship with them. We hit up Adam and Eric to like do some voiceover stuff so that they can be like, hey, what are you guys doing? So they can have so that's like a realistic part. We couldn't get Jack Nicholson. That was hard.
It's very difficult. It's very difficult to get
So we fucking have them say, you stupid idiot. Like they say some stuff that like ripping on each other.
Yeah.
And like they even throw popcorn at you. And if you have the goggles, you go like, whoa, it's 3D. Yeah.
Like the Michael Jackson
but
ride at Disneyland.
that is a fucking cool
That is a great theater.
Yeah.
Okay, so where else do you have to show me? You have a master bedroom. You have that.
Of course I have a master
You have
bedroom.
your master bedroom. You have a master bathroom and that crazy office, right?
The crazy office is upstairs, yeah.
All right, where should we go? What is it? Those
So
are
the
last three
office, like there's a stairway that goes into the office
Mhm.
and it's like this,
things. Mhm.
right? But it's all glass.
Okay.
And then I can stay in it under if I want, but if it's really nice, I can push and it goes
Yeah.
and it's just like you're out in the world and you could see everything
Yeah.
because you're high up and it's all glass. You also have
What's it like? 4 glass walls, like every
four
size
glass walls. Yeah.
I could totally see this being a possible thing that you can make with
So is
steel
the movie
beams,
theater.
4
Yeah.
steel beams, and a hydraulic thing underneath
Yeah.
you, and you can lift up 200 feet into the air if you want.
And you also have a tint effect too. So if you feel like you want some privacy, but you also want to have a view, you can tint. And it gets darker so people can't see you, but you can see that. You can see
beautiful.
out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like you can still have the privacy with the view in case you don't want to. Not that many people. Sometimes people get word about it and they have those fucking see the stars homes vans.
Yeah,
And they try to drive by and take pictures while I'm working. So then I'll put the tint on.
You're gonna have paparazzi like in the water in boats trying to take pictures.
Yeah,
like, he
so
tinted
it's
it.
like, but you tint it so they can't see you. So if you wanted to rub one out up there, you can.
And who doesn't want to just have
in their office.
elevator where they can
like
just
a rub one out office?
Yeah.
because it's attached to a bathroom. It's literally this room. So this is
Describing this
there's a bathroom in
room to our listeners.
it's a bathroom. So
We're inside a editing bay with an office desk and then an film editing desk and studio. That's about how big would you say this room is? About 400 square feet, 500 square feet?
Yeah, I always get confused when we have to do the square feet.
It's probably about 450 square feet. It's a regular little office.
It's dope. So now there is a master bedroom. Before we get to there's the other bedrooms are all themed.
Okay.
So like how the White House has the red room, the green room, the blue room. Okay, so each room is themed. So we have when you first walk in, the piano and stuff, and then each of these rooms have their own style to it. One's a cabin room. Okay, so it feels like you're in a cabin. There's a fireplace.
Yeah.
Log wood cabin, rocking chair, carpet in front of the fireplace.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like no electronics, just very. You can make coffee, but with a gas stove.
Yeah.
Like so everything is just like to get away for a little bit.
Yeah,
Okay. So
great.
it's like a real it feels like you could be in a cabin. And of course there is the one thing that there is a LCD screen that's a window. So but it makes it look like whatever like you're in Denver or something.
Yeah.
You look out and you're like, oh, so that's what it looks like. There's a blizzard out there. So like it feels like you're in a log cabin.
Lovely. Okay.
Yeah.
That's rad.
Yeah. So
okay. That's one of them. What's the next one?
So the next,
you gotta keep them going. I'm like, oh, there's gotta be at least another 1 or 2 rooms.
Yeah.
Like,
so that's the log cabin room. Then you have the fucking the sexy time room. There's like just a room that's very
Does it
silky.
say that on the door?
Yeah. Well, it's just like it's very like it's relaxing. There's like incense, and there's like a fog machine, or like a helps you breathe.
Yeah, like a humidifier kind of thing.
Humidifier
like
going, and like the floor, it's not just carpet. It's like cushiony. Like when you walk in, you're like, ooh. Everyone does that.
Yeah.
Right when they walk in, they go, what is this? And they think they're like standing on a mattress.
Yeah.
But it's silk too. So you take your socks and shoes off. You can't go in there with your.
Sounds great.
So it's like soft, and like everything in there is very soft, and it's like there's a bed in there too.
What color is like the comforter?
It's red.
and, like,
Everything's
the walls?
red. And
red.
It's all red and soft and stuff. Yeah.
Just ready for loving.
It's just it's like where you can get a massage. There's a massage table in there.
Yeah.
There's oils. There's like because I like to get like massage, and I'll have a masseuse come over.
Oh yeah.
So it's just like a very relaxing room, but there's technology. There's everything's Apple in there. Like there's an iPad on the wall and stuff like that.
Yeah.
To set moods, the lighting can be different: red, white, yellow, green. You could set different moods. It's like you could have like there's a like lava lamp type of shit in there. Like it would be fun if you were tripping and you just chilled in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sexy time or just tripping balls and feeling really comfy.
Sure.
Feels good on my feet to stand on the squishy ground, and the lights are cool.
It's for sure a thing that you would need.
What music would be playing in there?
More like just kind of like jazz. Light jazz.
Light jazz.
Yeah, for sure. Like
You're-
little like
you're-
classical
Yeah.
music.
You're an 80s romantic dude.
Yeah.
Some light jazz, red room.
Just it's a nice red room, just relaxing. We don't have fucking guests. Like, hey man, that's fine. You sleep on the. There's plenty of places for you to sleep in this house, but each
not
room's
here.
gonna be thin. Yeah, not in this room. This is like, you don't touch this room.
That's hilarious. All
Yeah.
right. So thank you for letting me see that room. Where else? Where do we have to go now?
And then there's one other room,
one other room.
and I forgot how to explain it for a second,
That's all right.
but it will come back to me. So, but then you have my master bedroom.
Okay.
All right. And in the master bedroom, we have 2 kings because sometimes I don't want my wife sleeping in the same bed as me.
You want some space or what? You want to sprawl out?
Yeah. But so we have that, and we only have one nightstand in the middle.
2 kings.
It's a 2 kings with one nightstand in the middle. You know how usually a bed has a nightstand on each side?
Yeah.
This is just 2 kings and then a huge nightstand in the middle.
Badass. I love that.
And like, we both have our own beds if we want it.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's a big room.
Is she going to try to crawl into your bed more though?
She can. Sometimes like, you want to have a sleepover tonight. We play that game.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we can close off, like pull a curtain around our bed so we can have space if we're like fighting. You know what I mean? Because you got to plan.
That's your angry door slam, is that you pull the shower curtain style thing around?
Yeah.
Good night, young lady.
For sure. You have to have that space.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. And everything in my room, the whole room is Greek themed. Like Greek was the first. I don't know if you guys knew that the best architecture. The first so every like the post and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, everything is like very Greek looking.
Like pillory kind of like old school.
There's like Zeus shit going on, and the bathroom is it's a lot of stone.
Yeah.
The whole fucking
like that tan sandstone kind of stuff, from that side of the world. Yeah.
Yeah, like the bathtub is a waterfall like coming onto your bricks, like, and it's like it's relaxing.
That sounds great.
Yeah. It's perfect. It's pretty good.
Are the hand towels in the bathroom the Greek flag? I was just joking.
There's no Greek flags, no. But like we do have there's like so many different types of towels.
Yeah.
We have a lot of towels.
Here's the thing about that's how I'm gonna promote this episode. I'll be like, do you guys like houses with tons of varieties in hand towels?
Yeah.
You're gonna love this episode.
It's unbelievable.
How about a table with tiny little dinosaurs? How about any hand towel you could ever want to use? Stay tuned.
And then like everything is like, it's like you're in a hotel room almost. But yeah, I mean, dude, the fucking carpet that's under each one of the beds, it's so soft. But it's all stone floor outside of the rugs. Yeah, and the closets are insane. Both huge walk-in closets that you would just be like, why is this necessary? And my closet actually has a like you can open up the floor.
Yeah.
And prop it open and slide into the pool from my closet.
From your closet?
Yeah.
So when you're getting dressed, you could be like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going into the pool.
Or you just put your swimsuits and slide straight up into the pool. Meet the fish. So that's fucking cool.
Oh, yeah, and hang out with the fish.
Yeah.
Do you ever like open that up and a fish has spent all night crawling up the slide?
No, because they know not to.
They know not
to. Yeah.
These are great fish.
Yeah, and her slide goes directly into the fucking pool as well. There's 2 slides. But her closet's on the other side. Her closet's on the other side, so they both.
Oh, it's like when you go miniature golfing, and then you knock it into the hole, and then you have to
opposite
walk,
sides.
You have to walk like 20 feet to the next hole, and then they both come out of the different.
Yeah.
And they go into. Oh yeah, dude, but it's you and your wife sliding.
So both, yeah.
I love it.
I have a wife too in this fantasy house. I don't know why. Of all the fantasies ever, I decide to have a wife. I know it sounds ridiculous, but that's part of my fantasy. I have a wife,
beautiful.
And you know what? She went through some hard times and she can't speak anymore. She lost her tongue. So that's what happened.
You're a fantasy mute wife?
She lost her tongue in a horrible accident, but I'm there for her.
You're a good man.
It sucks, yeah. Well, no, she has a tongue because she still gives oral sex.
What is
You know what? We'll figure that part out later.
Is it even worth asking you? I guess you just answered. My next question was going to be, like, what's your perfect day in this house? And then
perfect day?
Yeah, in this house.
Well, I wake up, all right?
That's all.
I go to the
good
kitchen.
Start already.
I go to the kitchen. I have an Americano from my Starbucks part.
Yep.
And then I maybe get like a little, maybe a bagel cream cheese. That's part of the Starbucks too.
Yeah.
All right. On the TV is like, Sports Center news, shit like that. I walk across. Ray Charles is like, want me to play anything? And I'm like, just something light, and he's just playing kind of background stuff on the piano. It's great for my ears. Okay. Giuseppe walks by and goes, going to check on the dinosaurs, or something like that.
Yeah.
I say hi to him. If it's a day I don't want to see anyone, I'll usually, push a button next to my bed, and that lets everyone know to be out of the house. I want to wake up alone. I want
that's
no one
brilliant.
Here. Yeah.
Like,
so
I'm having an introvert day. I don't want to
Today is a
interact.
day where I don't want anyone here.
That
so
seems
that
so
light comes
awesome.
on above the front door.
Yeah.
And it goes, wah, 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 wah. So everyone
It's a
goes, oh,
warning
shit.
light.
And it's like, okay, so we all have like.
Giuseppe, what does that mean? Either the dinosaurs escape or he don't want to talk to nobody today.
That's so funny. Yeah. The dinosaurs, this is only push. Oh, he doesn't want to. So that means literally have my iced Americano ready.
Yeah.
My bagel, cream cheese. And then
Yeah.
everyone leave for the day. And then I'll let you know when to come back. You know, because they'll all have like these bracelets that let them know what mood I'm in.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be nights where I just want to be totally alone.
That's
That's
very
a real
healthy.
thing I really want.
it's
like
a
a
very-
fucking button to let people know I want to wake up alone today. Nobody in the house.
That should be an app on your iPhone. It should be in the App Store.
Yeah,
Just
and then
the
that's
introvert
when
button, like-
and that's when my wife. I'll just be like, you know, go down the slide, figure it out, go downtown, go to the market, grab some shit.
Yeah.
You know, go shopping.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
A fucking awesome house, dude.
So yeah,
Thank you for taking me there.
yeah, it's fun.
That was hilarious.
It's chill.
I like you prefaced me by saying like my house is pretty standard. There's nothing that you can't actually have in it, and then you're like opening with. So I got this table with these mini dinosaurs. No, they're alive and they're very small. They're about an inch tall. There's 400 of them.
Bro.
And I was like, okay,
I had
That's
to go
tribute.
with that.
I
Once
love it.
we got into that conversation, I was like, you know what? I'll throw this in there too.
I love it. And then you're like, no, these fishes have feelings. And I was like, oh my God, like this really went from 0 to holy shit,
Oh,
your
yeah,
house is a
yeah.
trip. No, seriously, it was awesome. I love I think your button that you push by your bed on days when you're like, I don't want to see anybody today.
Yeah,
is
I want that.
so realistic because especially in our culture, especially working in entertainment, like you're expected to be an extrovert like 100% of your life. And I'm like, that's not healthy. Like you got to be okay with hanging out with yourself.
Oh,
you got
I
to
love being by
enjoy
myself.
hanging out. Like Mike's got to enjoy hanging out with Mike. Like I love hanging out with myself.
Love being by
I
myself.
never do these days, but because
Yeah.
I now got kids and all this
Yeah,
shit. But
that's
dude,
crazy.
some of my favorite times hanging out is like riffing in my head, contemplating.
You look like you're not tired. It looks like you're enjoying being the father.
Because
though.
I'm excited to see. Oh, I am enjoying being a father.
Yeah,
but
that's
it's
fun.
But yeah, dude, like it's so rad that you have like a button that you press and you're like,
Yeah.
today's just Mike hanging out with Mike. And
That's
it's like
a real
that's good mental
Anyone
health.
could probably do that. I mean, God, just there's got to be because there's some nights some days like I have roommates now. You wake up and you're like, why are they here?
yeah, and there's nothing
But it's
against
like
them
you can't
personally.
do-
You're
yeah,
just
it's
like,
not them. You just like are in those moods. It's like it's life.
it's not natural for a human to just be like every day, like, hi everyone, I just want to share every moment with everyone.
Yeah,
Like,
sometimes I don't like saying a word for like 2 hours.
you shouldn't have to. You
Yeah.
shouldn't have to say a word for a day if you don't want to.
Yeah,
2 or
that's-
3 days we start
yeah.
wondering.
yeah.
I'm sending people over, but
No, yeah.
someone go check on Lenoci. Where can people find you?
What do you mean? Like in this house?
No, that's a great question. The way I asked, totally came across like, so if someone's going to your house, like where would they? I meant like our listeners. Where can our listeners like look you up and subscribe to your podcast and do all that stuff?
Yeah, just on at Michael Lenoci on everything.
Hit up Lenoci on everything at Michael Lenoci. Spell
At
it out.
Michael Lenoci, Michael Lenoci, and you could check out my stuff. I mean, it's I do it too if you want. You don't have to. If you like me, you'll figure it out.
You'll figure it out if
Find
you
it
like
from
him.
one. I love when people are like, "All right, yeah." So on Twitter, I'm this. On Instagram, I'm
It's
this.
overwhelming, huh?
On YouTube, I'm this. I got this podcast too. Make sure you check that out. And that is at this on this and this. It's like, yo, if you're a fan, you'll find the Instagram, and that connects you to everything.
But you guys
That's
should
it.
you guys should subscribe to
Guys Night Out
Guys
pod.
Night Out, dude.
Yeah.
You should definitely like get on that.
Get on it if you want. There's funny, crazy stories that people write in, and it's a fan interactive podcast, which I know there's a few out there, but like this one literally is driven through people writing in. So without you, we don't have a podcast.
You guys got to write into it. It's
so you
fun.
write in, you tell us your fucking stories, and we make fun of them.
And it's you and Chris Lev.
Yeah.
Guys, subscribe. They're both freaking awesome dudes. They're hilarious. I love your sense of humor. This is freaking great. Thanks
Thank
for doing
you,
this. Thank you guys for listening. Subscribe to this if you haven't already. Give us a 5-star review. Hit the share button. Follow me at Instagram, JONSHEFSKY, because you should. It'll be fun. All right. Peace. Love you guys. Thanks for listening. Letting me be creative with you.